So today I shall be narrating you all a short story by R.K Narayan. So 10-year-old Swami was playing in his house while his father was reading a newspaper. Then his father says aloud, "Look, Swami, a boy who is almost of your age fought with a tiger and escaped from the clutches of tiger." He said, "Oh, is it, father?" Swami said, "Yes, now look at you. You're a coward. You get scared easily." Then Swami said, "No, father, I am brave and courageous. I am not a coward." Then his father said, "Oh, is it? Then why don't you prove it to me by sleeping alone at night instead of sleeping with your granny or your mother?" he asks. Then Swami says, "Father, should I do it today itself or shall I do it after a few days?" Then Swami's father laughs aloud and says, "No, you'll be doing it from today. From today onwards, you'll be sleeping in your room with lights off, all alone by yourself." Swami was aghast. He got really scared thinking about sleeping alone in the room. Then he started cursing the boy who fought with the tiger. "This boy looks like a monster. Why did he fight with the tiger? I wish the tiger did not spare him and eat him right away. Now he has created such a huge trouble to me," he thought. Then later, he hoped that his father will forget this and let him sleep along with his granny or his mother. But to his utter dismay, when it was time to fall, when it was time to go to sleep, his father called him. "Swami, come here. Bring your pillow as well as bed sheets. You'll be sleeping alone today. Didn't we discuss this in the morning?" he says. Swami was almost close to tears. He threw a pleading look to his mother. Then his mother came and said, "Why don't you leave the boy alone? He looks really scared. Let him sleep with me," she said. But Swami's father was quick to interrupt her talk and he said, "No, if we keep on doing this, your son will grow up into a coward. Once he starts sleeping alone, he'll start taking responsibility, he'll start taking care of himself, and this will be really good to him. Once he gets used to sleeping all by himself, then he'll never run back to you or his granny. This is for his own good," his father said. Then his mother had no reply for her father, so she went away. And Swami was almost close to tears when he was asked to sleep on the bed all by himself and the lights were switched off, and there he lay on the bed, tossing and turning and thinking of all scary stories he heard in his life. He couldn't sleep for a while. Then later, without his knowledge, he slipped into sleep. And that is when he heard a small noise. He woke up. Then he saw an apparition coming towards him. He thought it is a devil. He thought, "Oh my God, now the devil is going to come and eat me up. I hope my father will become happy after finding me eaten by devil," he thought. Then as the apparition was approaching close to him, he got scared and he thought, "Let me hide under the table. The bed, let me hide under the bed, I'm sleeping." Then he got under his bed. Then he was watching at the apparition. Then suddenly the image came closer and closer and stood right next to the bed. That is when Swami thought, "Fine, it's going to eat me anyway. Why don't I take a chance?" he thought, and he bit the leg of that person. Immediately there was a huge yelp, saying, "Oh my God, I am hurt." That is when all the elders came running to the house, running to the room where Swami was sleeping, and then they caught them. Next day, Swami was a hero. Swami is the one who caught a thief and fought bravely with the thief. That is what the news was all about in Swami's school. Everyone praised Swami, from teachers to principal, as well as all his friends. They were all proud of him and they praised him very much. So that night, while father called Swami so that he can sleep alone in the room, that is when Swami's mother comes and she shouts loudly at Swami's father, "Now enough, you have done enough damage already. Thank God this thief hasn't done anything to my child yesterday. What if he had harmed my Swami? I am not going to let this happen again." Swami is going to sleep with me. Leave the little boy alone. I am not going to expose him to any kind of dangers in the future, she says loudly and gets hold of Swami and goes back to her room. That is when Swami's father says, fine, keep mollycoddling him that way. He'll never grow up to be a responsible and a brave person, he says, and then says, if you when you find him as a coward once he grows up, don't come running crying saying that we haven't brought him up properly, he says, and he goes away. Then Swami smiles to himself and says, thank God my mother saved me. Now, this is the story. I hope you all liked it. Bye.